Thank you for being with us today for this, your daily 180 Bible study. We're looking at James chapter 4, verses 1 through 6, and I want you to look specifically at verse number 4 today. I want you to understand when you are living a life dominated by worldly pleasure, when you're living a life that is committed to following the systems and the philosophies of this world, that it is tantamount to infidelity. Look at verse number 4. Adulterers and adulteresses, or in the original language, it was just adulteresses. It is, and it's not just talking about women, but it's talking about people who are supposed to be married to Christ. That's the church. Adulteresses, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Whoever therefore wants to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. I'm not the kind of person that goes around picking a fight, but I'll tell you this. If I was, there are just certain people I would not pick a fight with, and God is one of those people. And when we decide that we're going to commit ourselves to the systems of this world, that we're going to follow the philosophies and the patterns and seek the pleasures of this world, we've made ourselves an enemy of God. Now, there's certain people I don't ever want them to be my enemy, and God is certainly in that category. And as we think about this, we need to understand it is a grievous thing to become an enemy of God. He begins this passage by calling them adulteresses. Now, what does he mean by that? Back in Isaiah 54 and verse number 5, there the prophet says, "For your maker is your husband." He's talking to the covenant people, Israel there. God was their husband. They were in a covenant relationship with him. Listen to Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse number 20. "Surely as a wife treacherously departs from her husband, so you have dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, says the Lord." You know, and this is I want to be sensitive with this, but here's the reality. When a sorry individual goes out and commits adultery, what they're saying is, my spouse is not enough. When an individual goes out and commits spiritual adultery, they're saying, my God is not enough. And you know what? The individual that commits adultery on their spouse is wrong. They're wrong, and their spouse should be adequate. When a person commits adultery on God, they're wrong. God is more than adequate. And we need to realize what a grievous sin it is to follow the systems of this world. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.